Yes, how are you?
Hi, Brian. So I hear everything you're saying about how the system is broken, there need to be changes in state law in your view. The DA may have made decisions that in hindsight were not wonderful. There's pressure on Rikers, but it feels like in this case, the breakdown was more of a criminal justice side breakdown than a mental health system breakdown, in that he was given that credit for good behavior. And I know you said you're looking at that, but no one's actually answered the question, which is, this is your piece of it, of the problem. Why was he given the credit off for time off for good behavior? Why was he given that credit? And is it being given as the norm?
Yes.
Is that just being doled out? And if so, why? That's your
Okay,
system.
let me say this again. The evaluation of are you going to get good time off, the law says after you are convicted, after you are sentenced, not as a detainee. And so what we are looking at now, can we expand it to say all the time that you in service, can we make that determination? As it is now, the policy from 2000 and I think one or something, it has been based on when you are only after you are sentenced. He was not sentenced until later into the conversation.
My understanding is he was sentenced he agreed to the burglary charge, to the plea,
Yes.
in August.
Yes.
And then in September, there was a hearing, and we have the transcript, and that's when the DA offered him a concurrent sentence. Are you saying that the time off for good behavior decision is made before the bad behavior?
Yes, yes.
How can that be?
No, let me do it again, because that's the question that I ask over and over again. He assaulted an officer at Bellevue. When he did that, he was a detainee. He was not a sentencee. When you look at the law, it states your evaluation on good time is after you are sentenced, not while you're a detainee. So while he was a detainee, there was a hearing, and they found him guilty at that hearing, and he was penalized because of the action. Then sometime later, he was sentenced. And when he was sentenced, you are now, based on what you did during the time you were sentenced, will make the determination of your good time.
So it doesn't count towards your good time or bad time if it happens before you're sentenced.
Exactly, while you're a detainee. If it's before you are sentenced, your evaluation of good time does not take into effect. And so that's what we want to see. Can we change that to say for your entire time that we have you, can we make that determination even when you're a detainee and after you are sentenced? And so I ordered my team to sit down with the law department to say, can we say for the entire time that we have you, and we won't be in violation of the current law that states after your sentence?